It's like carrot juice.
There's some iron up in that stuff.
That is no bueno, but we have the filters installed. This is just what was left from what we stirred up in the lines. Installing it, we see it already starting to clear up. It'll clear up and go dirty again, but hopefully here for long it'll be crystal clear.
So what's going on today? We are putting in our water filter. We finally, which I say that like it took forever. It didn't take forever. But we got our water report back. Here is this water report. And it was from Radiant Life. They were amazing. But they have a company that they offer. They work side by side, maybe a sister company, or I don't know exactly how to say it. But iSprings, they offer the filter that we needed. Our water report told us that we have manganese and iron, and that is our issue. It did report a high levels of dirt, which you can look at it. It's not actually called dirt, but they recommended checking our, pump, and we don't have any problems there that we're aware of. So when talking with iSprings, they recommended their system. So we know about wells, but not really know about wells. So here's the inside of it. I have, as you can see, Tyler has already put in the mount system for the iSprings water system we'll get. But here's the inside of our pump house, or well house, whatever you want to call it. So we are turning off the water. We have turned off the electricity to what?
The water heater.
The water heater. We want to make sure that we...
For the well, the pump, I'm not going to change the pump in any way, so I'm not going to turn it off.
So we're not turning the pump off because we're not messing with it. And we have a shut-off valve to keep the water from flowing past a point that we will mess with.
Here in a minute, I'm going to have to go bleed the pressure. I'm just cleaning some of this stuff out. Well, this is a pipe warmer.
Oh, a pipe warmer to keep it from freezing. And you can see there was plenty of insulation around it too to help with freezing. So you're bleeding the pressure. Talk about it.
I'm bleeding the pressure.
Yeah, but why? I wouldn't know why to bleed pressure.
When I cut that pipe where I don't get a bath.
You mean you don't want to be wet while doing this, messing with the water?
Not really.
So as you can see, pressure out.
There's on the manifold up there.
So this is the first step. Connectors on the manifold. Here comes with our system. But I'll tell you that the people at iSprings were extremely helpful with just knowing their products and explaining it to you, and they made it very simple to understand. I've talked to some companies before, and they're just almost think you're speaking a foreign language. iSprings was very personable, I guess you would say is the best way to put it. John was the man we had talked to, and he was very simple to talk to, very knowledgeable, and very able to communicate. Now, is this what you're having to do a certain amount of times?
Yeah.
So the company recommended 14 times?
Hold on, I'm going to check it here in a second. They recommended multiple times. Let me check that while you say that, because I don't really want it to leak. It'll be a pain to take it apart once I get it all.
Measure twice, cut once kind of thing.
Yeah. Says to apply 12 to 15 wraps of plumber's tape to each adapter to prevent leakage.
And the reason John said this was necessary is because these are shipped all over the world. And so doing this ensures a tighter fit, because it may be that it doesn't fit without that, because, you know, it may be shipped somewhere else that has a different size.
Metric threads.
Yeah, metric threads, or, you know, so this doing 12 to 15 times, make sure you have the right fit without any leaking. And that's just, you know, one thing he was helpful with among many. But he stressed that this was very important because they're a good quality product and they're used all over the world. So it can be threaded wrong.
Yeah, if you run the tape back the wrong way, as you tighten it, it'll unloosen. The way it is now, the tape's laid, so it lays down as you turn.
So it
I
tightens
don't know
the
if that
tape.
makes any sense, but
So if you
you'll
put
know if you do it wrong, because all of it will start coming out.
and that would be why, because you went the wrong way.
Yeah, because it would be pulling against the way it's laying.
So the spin down system.
Yeah, it's since we have a lot
No,
of,
Jay.
I think they call it,
Yes, ma'am, Mama.
I think they call it turbidity.
Yes, and that was the dirt I was talking about.
Since we have a higher concentration of that, it's a pre-filter before it goes into the main filter to keep them from getting gummed up. It's supposed to prolong the life of the three-stage filters. You just
Keeps
go
us-
out and ever so often it's got a clear globe on it. And you come out and check it periodically when it looks dirty. You open the valve on the bottom and it cleans itself, spins it out, and it's to keep the bigger particles from going straight into the filter.
And they also have different.
They said after so often you may have to replace the screen.
The screens.
But they say it's supposed to last for a good while.
And the screens come with different sizes, so you may have to try one and get a different one to fit your needs. You just missed it. We said what it does. That's to collect all the big particles to make our system last better.
And everything I've seen, all the components have arrows. That way you know your water goes that way. So.
Oh, that's helpful. So you don't do it backwards.
Yeah.
Follow the arrows.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
Just putting a pipe in here, gluing it onto here, where we can glue the spin down to attach to it.
Okay.
No, we're not going right here. We're going to that Christmas tree. No, we're going to that Christmas tree. No, let's go.
Why do you do two different ones?
One's a primer.
And then one's the actual glue?
Yeah. That's there.
I forgot what number screen we got. I think it was 100. We got a little, we got smaller than their their one they recommend everybody start with, because we have so much of a problem in our water test, revealed that. But that is subject to change if we see we need to. So we've got both pieces in, so we don't have to do it in here.
Yeah.
Is that glass?
Plastic.
Plastic? Because I was worried about dropping it and breaking it.
Still need to worry about it.
Yeah, but, you know, glass is not as forgiving. But if there's a way, I can probably accomplish it. So this is by choice. We have installed this at this time. We were not given any recommendations on when to. It was something we did. And as you can see, there is the error, because it all starts here. We will clean that out regularly. And then this goes into the next part of the system. And it makes this system work more efficiently longer. We're glad to have had you at Borrowed Acres Farm to see our video about our water system by iSprings. I would like you to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget there's 3 other videos, so go and watch them and like our videos. But when you subscribe, you'll get the opportunity to also see how our farm life is. And you'll also get to see when we change our filters and know how our system is doing for us. So far, we love it. We would love to have you see what other things we can come up with to do around here. We have a big to-do list. Once again, God bless.